Hey guys, it's Hollywood on our first day officially of spring cleanings. A very special client's property. Got a pond rebuild from us already, a new stream, and there very well might be some new work coming down the pipeline, so stay tuned. Just wanted to give you a bit of a rundown on how to clean a pond start to finish. You want to start with making sure you have enough tubs, enough holding capacity to drain the pond down fully, or else it's not going to get clean quite as thoroughly if you leave a little bit of water in there. We got our blue 500s that we love. We have our 1,000 and 1,500 gallon tubs. Just having a few of those on hand really makes a big difference with cleaning. What we do first is we go in and we drop our pumps and hoses in the water, and we just start filling those tubs. Usually when the tubs start to fill up really high, the hoses can tend to pop out, so usually you want at least one person keeping an eye on the pond in case a pump blows a hose off or in case a hose falls out of a tub. Also importantly, when the water is coming out of the pond, you don't want to go in there and start flushing anything or start messing up with the water, because it can very quickly start to get cloudy, and that makes all of the water that we save a little cloudy. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter all too much when there's appropriate filtration in the pond, which this does have, but yeah, definitely want to make sure that you leave the water alone while you're draining it. Other things you will definitely need are a fish net to get the fish out, and we like to wait till the pond is about 20% full or less to get the fish out. Take the plants and put them outside on the edge of the pond, that way we can start flushing everything. Another pro tip, once we eventually finish the flush and we get to the power washing stage, which is probably the most satisfying stage, the power washer can be very loud and it also shoots out hot air, so you don't want that to be close to the fish in the 500 because that can actually agitate them. We've seen some fish jump because of the sound of the power washer, so make sure to set that a little bit away from your tubs. You also don't want the hot air blasting out of it to be right next to a tub, because that can melt the tub as well. Make sure the power washer is kind of in its own little area. We always like to set up a pump and a hose at the very bottom of the pond, and usually we like to build the ponds where there's one singular deep point and everything goes down there, as opposed to like a nice flat bottom where everything kind of just pools up in every corner. And with this pond, that was the case. All the water went right to the bottom. And then we go and we power wash top to bottom. While that is happening, you usually have a crew member assessing the lights, making sure they are all working properly. Check the plants. Those typically need to be refertilized, repotted every 2 years. Some clients even like every 1 year. They just like to have the plants looking amazing every single season. So we did that as well during the power washing phase, divided some lilies and other plants for them. As the power washing starts winding down, then we start flushing again. And once the flushing is done, you want to go around, put all the plants back in, just do a final check, make sure that wires are hidden, aerator cables hidden, plants are in the perfect spot, and plants aren't like too topsy-turvy. They should be stable. Set up everything and we just start filling. Put the hoses, when we're filling, in the skimmer. If you have the hose putting water and it's just shooting directly down into the pond, right into gravel, usually stirs up and makes the water cloudy. We love a crystalline product. Our marketing guy is more than willing to come back to some of these properties a couple weeks later, but if it can be looking pristine as soon as at the end of the cleaning, that's our goal always. Fill the pond by putting the hoses in the skimmer, and then once it's all filled up, that's Rick. Admire in the new clean pond. That is our cleaning process. We like to be very thorough and make sure that every step is done with the utmost amount of care. That's why any given step, whatever it may be in the cleaning process, is just as important as the step before it and the step after it. We always like to treat with beneficial bacteria, pond detoxifier or dechlorinator. Anytime you add extra water to the pond, you want to add those things. And when we clean the pond, we do like to change out at least about 20% of the water usually to get some of those nitrates, ammonia, all that stuff out of the system. That's pretty much it. At the end, when it's all filled up and looking good and all treated, we make sure that the client is all taken care of, just have that last conversation. And we like to give them some recommendations on how to keep their pond looking pristine and anything else they can do to make their maintenance easier. Say thanks for having us, and we head off to our next cleaning. And when you have a great crew like we do, it all can happen at the same time, and we get to finish big cleanings like this with the sun still high in the sky. So yeah, we get to go back and yeah, maybe kick around HQ a little bit or go and just have a little bit of an early evening. That's what's goody.
The official day one of 2024 cleaning season. And my, how things can change in a decade. 2014, and the reason I remember that is my brother-in-law Dan was my cleaning partner. We were delayed halfway through March because of cold weather, and in fact our first cleaning day, there were a couple inches of snow on the ground. Fast forward 10 years, and my, time does fly. 2024, it's like 70 today, day one. Kind of a little nervous about that because once the good weather hits, like today, everybody wants their pond cleaned. So we kind of need the weather to just put on the brakes a little bit, slow down. But we're cleaning ponds nonetheless. We're lock, stock, and barrel out the door cleaning. This is an incredible property. We got a massive swim pond behind me. Not a massive swim pond, but a mini rec pond, 4 foot deep water, stairs that go down into it, and you can swim inside. It's always just a blessing to come see this pond once it's emptied and clean. Behind me, about a 70-foot pondless waterfall, and oh my goodness, pool going in here. We're gonna be back in May building a big old retaining wall around that pool, one to match what we did on the backside of this pond back in, I think at the end of 2021. So no stranger to this property. This is awesome to be here. The views are magnificent. Patios with chairs and seating areas, and this is the pond life. They are living the pond life, and there's nothing better than that.
Too much glare? We're here and where it all really started. This is the first pond I ever built. I wouldn't say I really built it because I was more of a support role, helping out Uncle Nilo with the big rocks, helping King Mike, of course, set the big waterfall rocks, little mini mystery stream. Lots of great memories at this property. Yeah, I kind of demand this client every year because I just love coming back here and reminding myself that I came from nothing, and here I am now, a crew lead with Rick by my side, and it's just this Premier family. Beautiful pond. Gonna be even more beautiful now that we've cleaned it. Great relaxed day here in Cockeysville with Muscles and all of my great co-workers. Nice relaxed day. We'll be out of here by 3 o'clock on a Monday. That's just beautiful. Here's to being Premier. Here's to just another great spring.
Good afternoon, Premier family. Here we are in Baltimore County, Cockeysville to be exact. We were at a beautiful site, big pond, long stream, my type of water action. Came out here, had to bring a lot of water storage. This is a very deep pond. Drained her all down, flushed it, picked it. Typical pond things, nothing too crazy. I mean, I can't complain. The weather is beautiful. Look what I'm wearing. I'm going to the beach. So yeah, I can't complain. Beautiful day. Easy day, solid day, good first day of cleaning. Ready to get back out here tomorrow. Thank you guys.
Wait,